you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "ready to buy" to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software $100 and starting pricing for high-end software $500. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
What's up, family? This is Curtis G with Passive Income University. Have you been trying to figure out the stock market and investing on your own? Do you need more resources to help you build financial security for your family? PIU has daily content on stocks, investing, real estate, and more. We have a wide range of finance videos so you can learn at your own pace. In addition, we have live webinars to answer your questions in real time. Passive Income University. Join today at www.piuniversity.net.
From the culture of the American South, where roots hold stories, comes a natural deodorant inspired by generations of wisdom. Introducing Rootwork, the all-natural foundational Black American-based deodorant infused with the magic of High John the Conqueror root. Our unique blend enriched with this legendary root offers 24-hour protection, rooted in the power of nature. Embrace this deodorant that celebrates culture, history, and your well-being. Unlock the magic of Rootwork today. Experience the pure essence of nature. Visit rootworkstyle.com and make the switch to a healthier cultural choice.
Boom, there it is. What's going on, man? I'm here, and we are live right now, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have everybody in here this lovely, lovely evening. Ready to chop up game as we always do. You feel me? How y'all doing, man? I'm right here. Let's get everything popping. Well, everybody's in the room. Everybody's coming on in the room. Come on through. Everybody give this a nice little retweet. Give it a retweet, ladies and gentlemen. Give this a share. You dig? Let everybody know we are here doing what we do. That is chop up good game. Yes, I got the toothpick. I'm gonna take it out. I don't wanna be here looking hoodish. You know, I wanna be respectable and presentable. You know, I was living Negroish around the house with the toothpick in the mouth. I'm gonna take it out in a minute. I'm comfortable right now. I'm gonna take it out in a minute. I'm in a comfort zone right now. How y'all living, man? I hope y'all had a great weekend, family. I hope you're enjoying your family outings with your kids. We've been doing a lot of stuff with the kids. There's a lot of October activities around, and you know, some people say, leave that Halloween stuff alone. And there's a lot of pumpkin patch stuff, little stuff like that for kids, so we take our kids there. You know, I don't look at it as being celebratory of Halloween. There's a hayride somewhere, and the kids are like, hey, we want to get on the hayride. So we're doing a lot of stuff with the kids. You know, it's some fun stuff with the kids. And that's going to kind of tie into what we're talking about on tonight's broadcast. That's what we're going to be talking about. Shout out to my moderators. First of all, let me give props to the moderators. We got Nikki the God. Everybody say what's up to her. We got our brother Michael Wharton. Wartox in the house. We got Patricia Jenkins in the house. A lot of folks in the house. And first, before we get started, we got, again, a lot of folks still coming in the room. Shout out to everybody who is contributing to the Kickstarter for the new film, microphone check on Kickstarter. Let me show everybody where we are right now. We're doing good. We're at the halfway mark. This is where we are right now. We're trying to get 180. We're at the halfway mark right now. We're at 95K. We're doing good, family. Let's keep it going. Let's bring this thing home. We got 12 days to go, ladies and gentlemen. 12 days to go for this historic project to reach that goal of 180. So everybody, while we're doing the live broadcast tonight, while I'm talking, it would be great if everybody could hit the link and go to either direct Kickstarter or go to microphonecheck.com and get involved so we can represent, because it's very important that we protect and gatekeep our culture, because ladies and gentlemen, we as foundational Black Americans, we better understand how deep the erasure is. You understand? The erasure is real. They're trying to erase us from our culture and period. We better understand how that works. When people are trying to erase your culture and your history, they're trying to erase you. And as I talked about before, I look around, I go around, I travel, and I notice we don't see Black people out like we used to. I don't see a lot of Black people out. I thought it was just in LA, but going around the country, when I go to the airports, I don't see any Black people at the, just rarely Black people at the airport. When I go to different cities, I don't really see a lot of Black people out. You know, we'll come out for a special event or something like that. But last night, took the family to Queen Mary in Long Beach. Went to Long Beach. They have the Queen Mary ship out there. It's a tourist attraction. And they had a Halloween-themed park out there called Shacktoberfest. Shaquille O'Neal, that's his thing. They got something called Shacktober. So to support our brother Shaquille, took the family out there. It was great. We had a great time out there. Like a little Halloween theme park. And I want to see my brother Shaq get his chips. Shout out to Shaq getting his paper. Jam-packed out there. Jam-packed. Family, I could count the Black people I saw out there last night on one hand. I saw out of the thousands of people there, saw about 5 Black families. I literally saw about 5 Black families, maybe 6, in Long Beach. There's thousands of people out there. Yeah? You been out to the Queen Mary? Yeah, it's a huge ship. They say that the ship is haunted. You know? They say that the ship is haunted, so they had a little Halloween-themed park out there. My kids liked it. It was fun. It was fun stuff. Yeah, I know a lot of people were at Taste of Soul earlier that day. I know a lot of folks went to Taste of Soul, but really when you go to a lot of theme parks around LA, I don't see a lot of Black people no more. Yeah? Back in the day, you go to the theme parks, you go to Disneyland, bunch of Black folks. Yeah? Just collectively, yeah, we don't see us out and about like that no more. You know, we're contained. The Black folks were on Crenshaw. Look, oh yeah. Yeah, now that, like I said, a special event, yeah, I know a lot of Black people went to Taste of Soul. A lot of folks went to Taste of Soul. Yeah. But here's the thing. Again, I go around the country, like when I went to San Francisco and Oakland, Black city. I didn't see a lot of Black people out and about. You go to a special event, you'll see Black people. But just in the downtown area, just out and about, you just don't see us like that. Where did the Black people go? They got us contained. I think there's a number of factors with what is going on. Well, the main factor is us being out and about and the overall threat that's there. We see how these race soldiers are acting, and I think on a collective tip, we're saying, hey, let's just kind of be out of sight for a minute. Let's not be out and about where we can be in a situation where we're in danger. You understand? Because there is white supremacist terrorism, and the messaging is, black people, if you're out and about, you can be targeted. Some people said that there's a lot of black people in jail. Yeah, that's something that's correct as well. But a lot of us are thinking, hey, man, if we just stay out the streets, we can avoid all of these race soldiers. I think that's a major part of it. Yeah, I think that's a major part of it. You see? And some people say it might be economics. That's a factor. Some people say it might be economics. That's a factor. This is why, family, it is important that we look out for us and what we need. I just don't like this thing, seeing us invisible. We have to start talking about what we need. First is protection on paper. Now, some people will say, well, that doesn't mean the federal government is going to actually protect us. No, if it's on paper, that helps us legally. I talked about this before. All they have to do is have the wording right. If they have an anti-black crime bill, an anti-black hatred crime bill saying that, just like they said in the Asian crime bill, if they say, hey, we denounce as the United States government all forms of anti-black racism. They've never said that. It's always this whole everybody should be treated equal, minorities shouldn't be treated bad. We get lumped in. Yeah? If they put that on paper, we can be the enforcers because now we have a legal precedent. We can enforce it. So now if a race soldier or a white supremacist, like we're out and about and we get Karen'd up, some Karen runs up on us with racial epithets, and we neutralize that threat, we can say, hey, man, as you see, it's documented, the U.S. government made it a crime for this person to exercise this type of anti-black racism. So I was defending my written down rights. You see, we can enforce this stuff. See, this is why, and they know this. This is why they don't want to put this stuff on paper. See, we got to get these people to commit to some stuff, and we got to stop being scared. Right now, they're hurting with the voting situation because we're not turning up to vote like they want us to. And again, shout out to everybody coming in the room. We got a lot of people in here. Somebody said a lot of black people left Los Angeles. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the outskirts of LA, which is a problem. Us being pushed out to the Palmdales, pushed out to the Rialtos, pushed out to the Riverside areas. They start funneling us out into some of these areas, and some of these areas are problematic, especially these desert areas, because that's where they have a lot of them damn Rex 84 camps. You understand? Y'all watch out. Go Google Rex 84. Google that. When they start funneling people in certain areas, they can contain you better if there's an uprising. Yeah, especially in the Palmdale area. Palmdale, basically, it's like one basic road to get in and out of Palmdale. Just one highway, the 14. Now, there's I think there's one more little winding road you got to go through the mountains to get in there. But there's one basic road in and one basic road out of a place like Palmdale. So if they want to contain Palmdale, all they got to do is shut down that 14 and do whatever they want to do. Yes, look up the King Alfred Plan. There's a reason why they funneled a lot of people out there to Palmdale. And remember, a few years ago, I think a cop got shot out there, something like that, and they shut Palmdale down. They started running up in apartment buildings out there. They put like a curfew out there. Yeah, they put a curfew out there so people couldn't go out. So they kind of shut Palmdale down. And plus, there's the prison out there and the whole shebang. You see? So we got to watch the way they set up certain things. This is why we really got to be codified with everything we do. Yeah, the 14 and the 138. Yeah? So we got to understand that they funnel us in certain places. You're doing the Gaza Strip thing. You're doing the one way in, the one way out. You know, they set up a lot of the black areas like that in Los Angeles. That's why the housing projects, they have cul-de-sacs where you can go one way in, one way out, just like the jungle out there. It's one way in, one way out. Yeah? You got a lot of dead-end streets in certain areas over there in the jungle. We got certain little dead-end streets over there. Yeah? So we got to understand the game that's out here. It's important that we continue on our square about the reparations game. You dig? People are taking notice. I'm telling you, behind the scenes, a lot of the political people are reaching out to the grassroots. They hear us. You better believe they hear us. Because movements where there's going to be a real significant change, it always starts with the grassroots. People try to ignore it, but the grassroots, that's the foundation. And when the foundation is codified, they can't help but to take notice. All right. Shout out to everybody who's hit the Kickstarter right now. Much respect to you guys. So because they're noticing what we're doing, family, and election season is coming up, they see that we're not jumping on the voter treadmill and just voting for nothing. They've never seen us this codified, family. Family, this is the first time we've been this politically codified in a long time. Damn ever, to be honest, we've never been, as foundational Black Americans, we've never been this codified before on a political issue. And the reason why is because we've gotten codified on our cultural issues. See, the thing that got this political thing in order was the cultural thing. And I said a long time ago, I said, before we do anything, we have to get our culture straight. We have to get an understanding of our culture and get codified around our culture. Some people really criticize me. Oh, ain't damn a culture. It ain't about no culture. We got to get into politics. It's the political. We need the politics. We need to do something politically. Politically. We got to do something politically. Politics mean nothing if your culture isn't codified and you're gatekeeping it. You got to get a cultural understanding before you do anything. If whatever group you're representing, you don't have a cultural understanding, everything else is going to fall apart. You have to know who you are, what your history is, what's motivating that history, and what's in the best interest of that group based on their identity and cultural lineage. That's why it was very important for us to look at our foundational Black American culture and understand what it is and be very clearly defined by it. Because for a long time, we've been caught up with trick bag language that weakened us. We've been told we're all one big global African family. So when we try to embrace all of the African people and all of the non-FBA people as one big family, it all falls apart. Because we have some riders who are African family. We do have some riders. We have some riders from the Caribbean. We have some riders from Africa. Unfortunately, we have a bunch of Sambos and Tethers who ain't riding for nothing. And then we made the mistake of elevating some of these people who are not codified in leadership positions over us because we're trying to be on a skin tone code that has turned around and bit us in the ass, because the old saying, all skin folks ain't kin folks. So we had to understand, we can't be codified with everybody because they got some damn melanin. That's unfortunate. So we got to tighten this code up. Let's go to the lineage. The lineage has made the code tighter because now it's not a big old grand invite where we're letting any and everybody be a part of it just because they got some melanin. Because we let Hispanic folks come in if they're dark enough, like, hey, that's our minority brother. We're on the same page, whoop-de-whoop. That was a major mistake because we're sitting here looking at the aesthetics of these people being brown like us, sometimes even darker than us. They're brown on the outside, white in here, though. Literally. Too many of them. And that has turned around and bit us in the ass several times. So we said, hey, we did something that we've been shamed into not doing. We started excommunicating people. Culturally, we did something which is a power move. That's a power move to say, hey, you're not a part of this. Inviting everybody in, that weakens you. That's not power. We think a whole bunch of numbers, a whole bunch of people is power. See, that's what we were mistaken to believe. We thought, and white supremacists, they taught us, if you get a whole bunch of people, black people, if you get a whole bunch of people on your side and you get a whole bunch of allies, you can get some stuff done. There's strength in numbers, black people. Now go out there and claim everybody. So we fell for that con game. We started looking at everybody who was dark-skinned, and we thought, okay, they're being oppressed like us, so they're our natural allies. Little did we know, these people have no problem with being oppressed. A lot of them have been broken psychologically. They ain't fighting nothing. They want us to do the fighting so they can go identify with white mommy, white daddy. You see? So we said, hey, you know what? Power move is that we ain't claiming all of this minority stuff. No. Let's focus on lineage. Let's focus on the riders. Now, if we do have some non-FBA people who have shown and proved that they are riders, yeah, we can screen you and bring you on in as an ally, but we're screening heavy now. See, they're not used to that. We got on code with our lineage, which is a power move. Now, a lot of these people who would try to shame us on our lineage, now we got a bunch of $5 FBAs out here. You got a bunch of people pretending to be us now, openly. Remember on social media about 5 years ago, all of the tethers would be waving their flags all over the place? Have y'all noticed? Y'all don't see them flags no more. Think about that. You have some that'll try to be bold. No, you don't see all them flags no more. The tethers, they done snatched their little flags down. They're not waving them flags no more. They took them flags down. Now, they took the flags down and they're putting on hats trying to cover hairlines. And trying to front like they're us now. You see how the tables turn when everybody gets on code? You dig? Because see, what we've been doing was letting people project a lot of their insecurities onto us. And a lot of us, man, we got this thing where we feel sorry for people and we're like, oh, okay, he's down bad. We ain't gonna trip. We ain't gonna punch down. We got that mentality. We see they're doing bad. We're like, if they want to talk their little crap, let's let them talk. We ain't gonna punch down on them. Well, damn it, I'm punching down. I'm slapping hairlines. I'm punching all the way down. Oh, yes, I'm punching down. Because what happens is we didn't punch down on the anti-FBA tethers, and then they start rising up in the ranks, and then we get a Kamala Harris. Yeah? Then we get the tethers from the Black Lives Matter organization. Yeah? We get all these people. We get the Coleman Cruises and these people showing up in the reparations forum talking about what we shouldn't get. You see? Then we get the Barack Obamas, a tether. Barack Obama's a tether who did nothing for us but denigrate us after we elevated his little old bony moist ass. Yeah? So we got on code based on our lineage because we started to value our lineage because we got a real understanding. This is why, again, as a person who knows history, I am a historian. I have, 7 or 8 #1 best-selling history films, about to have another one with this documentary, Making History. And as a person who knows our history, I would get offended when I would hear people trying to denigrate us and our lineage. I get personally offended by that because I know the truth. See, a lot of them don't expect us to know the truth. And this isn't just for the African and Caribbeans. This is for the Latino ones. All of these people who come over and try to denigrate us, they come over here and try to wag their finger. I know your history too. I know the history of Latin America. I know the history of y'all in Spain. Yes, Roland is a tether too. That was another thing. All of the tethers wagging their finger, denigrating us. I said enough is enough of that. Big jolly ass Roland and people like him and the tether crew being used by the political establishment to talk to us like they're out of their damn minds. We went along with that way too long. We went along with that nonsense way too long. I said enough is enough. It's time to start checking everybody. And that's what we've been doing. It's time to get everybody's history straight. These folks come over here and wag the finger and talk about y'all niggas crime in Chicago and whoop-de-whoop-de yada yada, while these people are coming from places that are completely crap holes, that's war-torn, that they had to flee from. And I ain't just talking about Africa and the Caribbean, Latin America too. They come over talking crazy. And then you have to hit them in their history, as they say. Remind them where they're from. Remind them how they got here. Because I know the history. I'm not going to let anybody denigrate us and y'all done came over here and you've been eating off of us, and the only reason you're here is because of us, foundational Black Americans, getting it right for you. Yeah? So we got on code. We started getting on code based on our lineage, and now we got the political game in order. See, once you get the culture in order, the politics will fall in place, the economics will fall in place, and other things will fall in place. Right now, we're getting the economic game in order because we're codified and we're thinking as a codified unit. We're not letting them play the gender divide, which is what they love to play. They love coming around us and try to get the sisters. They love getting the sisters off in the corner. Hey, black women, oh, those old dirty black men. Oh, those dirty black men ain't worth nothing. You are the backbone of the black community, girl. Sister girl. You are the backbone of the community. You need to vote because, girl, you makes the most money. You earn the most income. You smarter than the black man. And girl, you can get you a zaddy. If you come over down here to the Democratic National Convention, I got a zaddy. Don't you want a zaddy? You see, they try to bed wench fish with sisters. They try to see how much of a bed wench you are. They hold up Kamala Harris. Look at Kamala. She a sister girl. She got her zaddy. And the problem is, sisters, for the most part, don't like Kamala Harris. They did a poll. They show that Kamala Harris's popularity with black women is in the tank. Black women don't rock with no damn Kamala Harris. And black women ain't going for the okie doke. Black women know what it is. Sisters know what it is. Sisters are on code with us, as they should. Yeah, sisters are on code. So yeah, them playing the gender divide, that ain't working either. Because we see black women getting hemmed up by these race soldiers. We see the Breonna Taylors and how the white supremacists responded to that by not punishing these people who harm black women. See, black women see that. We see what happens to Sandra Bland and how y'all twiddle your thumbs, Democrats, when it comes to producing justice for these black women who end up murdered by race soldiers. There was just a video up in the Bay Area. A race soldier jumped out and socked the black woman in the face, talking about she was a suspect for shoplifting, and all of these other white supremacists were co-signing and justifying it. None of these white feminist organizations come out and speak up for sisters then. You see, the white feminist organizations come out here and sister girl you so that you can turn on us and vote for their candidate, so that their organizations can get all types of grant money and leave your ass out. You see? Oh yeah, black women know Kamala Harris is a big old phony because, again, like I said this many times, black women work with a Kamala Harris every day. Sisters, there's a Kamala Harris at your job, the fake-ass mammy who thinks she's exotic, most likely a non-FBA that they done gave a supervisor position to, who's laying up with the boss, and you know she's laying up with the boss. Yeah? Y'all see him. You got him at your job. That fake-ass mammy who tries to sister girl you, trying to fish information out of you so she can go run and tell the boss. You know what she be doing. Who be monitoring you. Yeah, you got a Kamala Harris at your job who's some kind of exotic other, but tries to, when she sees you, hey girl, ski woo. Hey Laquita, girl, have you tried that new soul food place? Talking all, you know who she is. She gets to talking all, she gets real black around you. Girl, I heard they had a soul food place. Girl, I had me an all-you-can-eat crab leg place. I got a coupon, girl. They got all-you-can-eat crab legs. You know I fucks with crab legs, girl. You know that fake-ass mammy at your job be trying to butter you up and sister girl you? Trying to get information. Yeah. Yeah, girl. It's about to be New Year's. What you doing for New Year's? Well, yeah, you know, you're like, they won't, Bob and them want me to work, but shit, I'm going to Cancun. Yeah, girl, I don't blame you, girl. Shit, I ain't trying to work here either. Yeah, and I got me some vacation days. Hell, I'm trying to go to Jamaica, girl. You sitting up here telling this mammy all your business, and she went and told Bob, hey, Laquita, can I speak with you for a minute? Yeah. Yeah, Laquita, we wanted you to work on New Year's. You know, we wanted you to work on New Year's. And you don't have any more vacation days, but you said you had a sick day. You wanted to call in a sick day. You said that you had to take your son to go get his appendix removed. But let me show you something. Bob and them always got a computer on your ass. Bob and them turn the computer screen around on your ass. Hold on, Laquita. Okay, let me show you something here. This might be something of interest to you. Okay, you said you're taking your son to get his appendix taken out on the 29th. Okay. Let me show you this. If you can sit over there, you can see it a little better. This is you in Cancun. This is you on the 30th, okay? On your Facebook. You're in Cancun. And is that your son? Your son is on a motorbike, right? Your son is on a jet ski right here. See, yeah, I was looking at, yeah, was the surgery before or after your son was on a jet ski? You see, we're going to have to write you up, okay? And we warned you about this. We told you if we had to write you up for an absentee, we're going to have to let you go. So this mammy done went up and told on your ass. And Bob acting like she done told Bob, go look at her Instagram. So yeah, those Kamala Harris types be pulling that on you. Yeah? Them Kamala Harris types be pulling that shit on your ass. Y'all know not, you know not to tell them nothing. Yeah? End up getting fired, and then you get fired. Shaquavia, we keep having to write you up for absentees. So Shaquavia, we're gonna have to let you go. I'm sorry. Okay, you go down to billing, and we're gonna give you your final check, Shaquavia. Okay, we're gonna let you go. Okay, but good luck to you. Okay, good luck to you. And then you cleaning out your stuff, and then the fake ass mammy who done told on you, girl, what happened? She bucking her eyes. Girl, what happened? Man, Bob and fired me, man. They was looking at my Instagram. What? Bob and them can't do that. I'm going to go talk to them. I'm going to tell them about that. They can't be doing all that. She going to start acting all, she the one who told, she all acting all in belligerent. They ain't supposed to be doing that. Girl, if I was you, I'd go get a lawyer. Shaquavia, they can't be doing that. Girl, give me your number. I'm going to talk to them. And, give me your number. I'm going to see if I got a lawyer friend, girl. Give me I got a lawyer friend. Fake as hell. She's the one who told on you. That's why most of y'all know. Don't be talking, don't be getting chummy with them folks at the job. Some of them folks, some people you know who to get chummy with, not get chummy with. You watch out for the mammy supervisors. Yeah? You got to watch out for the mammy supervisor. But listen, we're getting hellified on code, and because we're getting so on code, we're letting other people hold their own nuts. Family, we're telling other people, we ain't about to jump out the window for you. Y'all got conflict overseas. Y'all got this going on, that going on. Everybody hold your own nuts. Our name is Bennett. We ain't in it. And they're not used to that. They expect us to jump up with the cape and be the grassroots support for any type of conflict with other groups. And this is why that whole Israel-Palestine thing, they keep trying to tie us into it. They're just so damn desperate to tie us into it. To tie us into it now, to tie our history to it, so that we can sympathize with it and be the grassroots support. They're not used to us saying, nah, y'all handle that. That's you. Go ahead and handle that. Hold your own nuts. Go handle that. So they had Eric Adams. I want y'all to hear this. Eric Adams was up here talking about the Israel-Palestine conflict and talking about some hostages they had. And listen to this, Sambo, bringing our history in this, talking about bring them home. Listen to this. This is y'all boy, Eric Adams in New York. Listen to this. This is Eric Adams. Hold on.
In 1955, the African American community experienced one of the most painful moments in our pursuit of justice.
The African American community, they're talking about some hostages over there, and he's bringing us up. They're talking about hostages overseas, And well, the African American community experienced, okay, hold on.
We're reminded of the ugliness of hate when a mother named Mamie Till lost her son to an inhumane beating at the hands of two racist men. His name was Emmett Till. Emmett was the victim of a brutal, hateful attack that left him dead and disfigured. And his mother had the courage to have an open casket funeral. That act forced the entire world to confront the evil of racism. This is an Emmett Till moment. It takes a lot of courage to show the faces of innocent civilians in captivity who are in great danger because of an act of hate.
Okay, let me tell you why this is so extra disrespectful. Boy, let me tell you something. So he's talking about some hostages overseas. It's like their Emmett Till moment. Nigga, one, we ain't in it. Two, Emmett Till never got no damn justice. You Democrats, they sat here and protected the woman who got Emmett Till killed until she died a few months ago. Don't use Emmett Till to talk about justice and what we need to do. Y'all sat on your ass and didn't do nothing to the woman who helped get that boy killed. Y'all let that woman grow old and protected her. Not only did they not do anything to her, they protected her until she died. Y'all did nothing to produce justice. And that's what we're doing about y'all's situation. Nothing. I'm giving y'all the same energy you gave Emmett Till. Nothing. You're going to get the same thing from us that y'all gave to Emmett. Not a damn thing. How dare you try to use Emmett Till to get us to jump up to cape for other people? And y'all didn't do a damn thing to produce justice for Emmett Till. They sat up here and protected that lousy ass Carolyn Bryant for years. We're giving the same energy. Don't bring up the atrocities that happened to us and our people, and y'all didn't do anything about it. Y'all leave that part of it when we confront racism. You didn't confront anything. That woman sat around here and just went about her damn business. You didn't confront nothing. The hell you talking about? And we supposed to jump up with a cape? Go to hell. You can go all the way to hell. I know y'all ain't trying that game. Please. These people are damn despicable. Don't compare that to what's happening to us. We're still trying to get justice. All the people that died because of the Emmett Till situation, not just Emmett Till, that sparked the civil rights movement where other black people just died, just back to back to back to back to back, trying to fight for justice. Yeah? Oh, yeah, they try to milk the murder of Emmett Till, talking about the Emmett Till, what's that, anti-lynching act? Which is the nothing burger because you did nothing to the woman who helped get him lynched. That shows how effective the damn bill is. It's a nothing burger. You dig? They let that woman die peacefully at home. You ain't about to get a peep out of me for nobody. These folks have lost their minds. Reparations is on the bill right now. We're talking reparations. And we're sticking to our square about reparations. Shout out to our brother Cat Williams. Did y'all see Cat Williams? He was talking about reparations. He did a reparations bit in his stand-up. Well, let me play that for our brother Cat. Everybody's on code now. We're getting on code heavy. Shout out to our brother Cat. One of his partners, Red Grant, was at the reparations rally last year. Was it last year we did it? Yeah, last year. Red Grant was at the reparations rally, and he spoke there. And Red Grant is Cat's partner. Red Grant goes on tour with Cat a lot. But this is our brother Cat Williams talking about reparations. Shout out to brother Cat. On code like a mother.
Because we have a chance now. We only months away from 2024. We could do some shit that's never been done in history. and it will be easy. We can get rid of racism once and for all as a country just because we bigger than that and we don't need to be dealing with that shit in 2024. We can do it now. White people, we gonna need y'all. Look at white people. What? Yeah, so I don't talk about political shit because sometimes my viewpoints change as I get more information. This is one of those situations. I didn't used to believe in this, but now I do. White people, I want you to hear it from me in front of black people. And I in no way speak for all black people, but I do speak for all niggas. And you're not supposed to know the difference. So, okay, so here it is. White people, it's now time for black people to get paid reparations for everything that black people have been through in this country. Let's pay those reparations. Look at white people. What? Okay, white people, I know you're wondering, why now? Why, Cap? Why now? Why? Why? Well, here's the thing, white people, and I'm being honest with you. As black people, we've never said this in history, but
They got quiet, didn't they? Didn't they get quiet?
it's time for us to get reparations. Black people, it's our money, and when do we need it? You see that, white people? We didn't even rehearse that. That's how badly black people need this money. Like every...
So shout out to Brother Cat. Well, they got a little quiet in there. The white people got a little quiet in there, but shout out to Cat for being on code about that. Yeah. Shout out to Cat. And we need more folks like Cat in the industry to be on code like that about our reparations, ladies and gentlemen. You dig? This thing is serious. Family, I'm really, really seriously thinking about us going back to DC next year. I think we really need to go back. I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. I think we need to go back and really represent for 2024. I think it'll be even more impactful than the one we did last year because we can plan it months in advance this time. Remember, the last one we did in DC, we got thousands of people out. We got that thing together in 2 weeks. Remember the rally we had in DC? That was a huge success. We only organized that for 2 weeks. We organized that whole thing in 2 weeks. Yeah? And it was popping like that. Just imagine we do another one, 2024, and we got months in advance. We get it popping in July or August or something. We start, I'm just throwing some thoughts out there. I don't know. It's a big task. We would have to have a lot of security out there. It would have to be security. It'll be popping, but we got to really get that messaging out there. You dig? Plan for 6 months. So I'm still thinking about it. It's a big task, but I'm thinking about it. I think it's needed because we need to really, really keep that messaging out there. They saw us out there. I'm telling you, the last time we did it, they saw it. And they're taking heed. See, us going out there in large numbers, that lets them know how many people are on code as far as reparations. I'm telling you, family, they are calling us behind the scenes, talking to us. All of these political parties are hitting us up behind the scenes. All right, I'm telling you they are. They know what it is. That's why they're all talking reparations now. They see what it is. They see what it is. If we do another one, it will be stronger. Yes. I would definitely have the Fruit of Islam out there at that one. The reason why we didn't have too many of them at the one last time is because around that same time, there was a big event in Chicago with the minister. There was a big event out there, so all of them were summoned to go out there to Chicago to be with the minister. There was something that were happening out there. But yeah, if we have another one out there, I mean, all the FOIs just have it really, really popping. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. And I think this would be huge, and it will send a message for 2024. It will send a huge message for 2024. You dig? So y'all let me know if this is something that we should get popping. I think we should. But again, I got so many things on my plate. This movie is the #1 priority. Getting Microphone Check out. You know, I'm going to be focused on that in the next few months. Just getting that pop off, because that's a huge project, and that's going to be. I want to have that ready at least by Black History Month. Have that film ready. Oh yes, and man, Steve, and he had Steve in the chat room had a good point. You're hearing people use the term foundational even more, right? They're using our language. You hear a lot of people use the term foundational now. So now they're trying to use our language. Yeah? But I'm thinking about it, family. I'm kicking the idea around. I think this is something that we might need to get popped off again. Yeah? Because the messaging is getting out there. So, you know, we got to double down on it. You know? Because last time it was a great thing, man. It was, man, first, just the energy was phenomenal out there. It was a phenomenal vibe. It was a great, just having all of the family out there. It was a great vibe, man. It was a great vibe. And again, we did all that in 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks before the event, we didn't even know where it was going to be. We didn't even get the permit. They were kind of jerking us around with the permit. And then a brother came through who was clicked in with some of the permit officers out there. The brother came through on us, hooked us up. So now if we do it again, I'm going to go through my brother to fast track us through what we need to do. My kids, what are they doing? Well, but I'm thinking about that. That's something that I'm definitely thinking about. Because, listen, family, we got to make very clear what reparations are. Because now people are trying to use the word reparations and they're playing these little games, family. We see the reason why we going to have to get out here and really tighten up the language and let people know what reparations is and what it's not. You understand? We got to let folks know what it is and what it is not. All right? Because people want to play this little game out here. This dude here, where's this link? Let me show you this link. They were up here doing a press conference talking about a cannabis shop is reparations. Hold on. Look at this. Hold on. They got a bunch of damn Latinos up here talking about some reparations. Look at this. See, this is what made me say, hey, man, we might have to get together and just let people know what the business is. Now, listen to this. Now, they're getting a cannabis shop called Con Bud for ex-convicts who went to jail for weed. They're assisting them with getting a weed dispensary, and they're calling it Con Bud. They got a Dominican dude up here with a Dominican flag and a bunch of Latinos behind him. Listen to this.
This is real reparations. This is real stuff, you know.
Real reparations? The hell is he talking about? What? This is a Dominican. What is he getting reparations for and from who? Hold on.
This is real reparations. This is real stuff, you know. Clayton is over here. He's captured me when I was a kid in pretty much diapers, you know, running around the streets. And these streets are not the same, you know. This is a real war on drugs. One of the neighborhoods that really was impacted by black Latino people in this neighborhood that was mostly incarcerated.
Oh, that black and Latino. See, this is how they can try to be the spokespersons for us with that black and Latino talk. You ain't our representative.
And we made up a lot of the population that was in New York State prison because of drugs. At 13, I was incarcerated for 2 nickel bags, and today we're gonna sell more than that.
Yeah. No. See, this right here made me say, hey, man, we might need to go back to DC. Okay, no. We need to really get the messaging out that y'all don't represent us. Nah. This ain't no black and brown. When it comes to our reparations, ain't no black and brown. Reparations and black and brown don't mix. No, y'all not our spokespersons, man. You don't speak for us at all. Who is we? You're not even qualified for reparations. How in the hell are you going to sit up here and talk about what a damn reparations is? Man, no. This is why we got to get the messaging out, man. No, we ain't playing that game. We're not playing that game at all, family. See, they try to black and brown us, and then notice they're getting the money. Black and brown, we've been harmed, but look at all us Latinos who's getting some money to get a weed dispensary. No, we're not letting people play that game on us, man. We ain't playing that game at all. I do not want any tether acting like they're our spokespersons. We ain't playing that game at all. Speaking of tether, there was a tether on Twitter complaining about African people getting roasted on Wildin' Out. Y'all know Wildin' Out, you know, they snap on each other. This dude got offended and up here denigrating foundational Black Americans because of the show Wildin' Out. Now listen to this guy. Listen to this dude. Hold on. What am I doing? Okay, hold on.
Hey everyone, my name is Pascal, straight out of Kenya. I'd like to ask my brothers in America, Black people in America, why do you hate Africa?
Oh, Lord, shut up. Yo, shut up. Oh, God, that's a projection. I hate when they run up. Listen, my nigga, why do you hate us? Shut up. Nobody's thinking about you. Oh, y'all nigga, y'all tethers, stop it. We're not thinking about you. You're out of sight, out of mind. We're literally not thinking about you. Y'all sit up fantasizing about us rent-free. It ain't that serious, dude. They always call into my Twitter space with that. Hey, nigga, Tariq, you FBA niggas, why do you hate us? Why do you niggas hate us? Shut up. Y'all sound so bitch-made talking like that. Because that's a projection. Hold on. God, shut up, nigga. Hold on.
Hey everyone, my name is Pascal, straight out of Kenya. I'd like to ask my brothers in America, Black people in America, why do you hate Africa? Look, I was watching this show Wildin' Out by Nick Cannon. There is this guy called DC Young and some short guy. They're making fun of Michael Blackson. Now, Michael Blackson is...
If this dude don't stop.
Originally, I think, from Nigeria. Or is it Ghana? I don't know. But on the show, you hear the Black Americans speaking like this.
It's so dark it looked like somebody threw some fire at you. Your hair so nappy, I know when you comb it sound like firecrackers. What?
Shut up, everybody, shut up.
They make fun of his hair. They make fun of his color. They make fun of how he speaks English. These are fellow Black people. Black people in America just believe, hey.
Okay, I hate disingenuous, bad faith ass arguments. First, y'all over there, y'all are the ones who sit up here denigrating us rent free with all of these little janky names you got for us. Two, they're on a show called Wildin' Out, and the whole premise of Wildin' Out is snapping and roasting on each other. Everybody gets roasted. Everybody gets snapped on. That's a part of foundational Black American culture. The dozens, that's a part of our culture. Snapping and roasting each other. It's not even personal. Everybody, it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural, ritualistic thing that we do, where they get a bunch of comedians and they roast on each other. Because tethers can't roast that good, and they're very sensitive and insecure, when we roast them, it kills their soul. It burns their damn soul. They get messed up behind us roasting them. They can't play the dozens that well. And the reason why, that's why when they try to roast and snap, it always comes across corny. And then they got to get in our spaces, basically just trolling by just being a nuisance and annoying, by just kind of saying the same dumb shit over and over again. That ain't even funny. You nigga, you are a scammer. You are a scammer, nigga. That's not funny. You a scammer, nigga. So they go for the annoying angle, like a bitch. Because they don't know how to roast. And because somebody called them a booty scratcher in the 5th grade, that messed them up for life. Yeah, roasting in the dozens, that's not a part of their culture. It's a part of our culture because that's how we learn how to train each other on how to deal with white supremacists. So when you go out and we can roast each other and insult each other and learn how to be cool about it. So when you go out in the world dealing with these white supremacists, you know how to keep your cool if somebody's calling you out your name. That was the ritualistic thing that we learned to do as foundational Black Americans. They never had to do that. Yeah? So if somebody roasts on them, it kills them. We roast on each other and we don't trip on it. We just roast back, whatever. We don't trip on it. But boy, they get bent out of shape. When you say, nigga, you moist, Sambo, you clown. Hey, why are you saying moist, nigga? Because you hitting on some shit. Because a lot of them, man, a lot of the tether class, they're very insecure. They had to do a lot of strange stuff to get over here. Let's be real. A lot of them had to sell their soul to get over here, dude. And when we start hitting them on certain things, they're very insecure by failing over there. Also, some of them, especially the dudes, we know the women they come over here not even making any bones about bedwenching, but some of them dudes had to do some strange shit to get a green card too. Some of them dudes had to do something weird, so they already got a lot of insecurity there. Speaking of that, dudes from Kenya, and when these dudes call into my Twitter spaces, I often roast them about what they had to do to get a green card because they act so damn moist and feminine. I said, nigga, I know what you had to do to get over here, dude. There's a video of a dude in Kenya, there's a white man, and this dude approached this white man and he's trying to talk in code. But the dude is clearly offering some kind of services to this white man. Hold on one second. And some of the Kenyan people were kind of splaining in the video. Well, yeah, this is over in Kenya. Some white dude is over in Kenya. Hold on. Well,
no, I'm just walking around here exploring. Exploring.
Give me money.
No.
They give me money.
I need soda.
Nah.
He said something about a soda, but he gave a gesture like, hey, I want some of your soda. That's a code.
Nah. Can I have some money? I need a soda. Look at me. I need one.
You have.
Oh, I have already. No, I'm just walking.
Yeah, now some of the people were like, well, he was asking for a soda. No, he wasn't asking for no soda. The soda was a code word. Yeah, he was offering some services. Oh, it wasn't no soda. Yeah, he flirting with that white man. Yeah, some people like, no, nigga, he's saying soda. He won't say soda. No, he's using that as a code word. He don't want a Dr. Pepper. He want Dr. Penis. Eh? Told y'all, these dudes be doing something strange for a little piece of change. to get a couple of dollars. Eh? That's why they get around us and act so damn moist and feminine. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. But listen, man, going back to our culture, we got to really make sure our culture is protected, ladies and gentlemen. We really have to make sure that our culture is protected. And this is why we're doing the film. You still have the Dr. Colognes and all of these people still butthurt about the movie that we're doing, Microphone Check, because they're trying to hijack our culture. They're trying to steal our culture. A lot of these Latinos out here are doubling down on their lies. They're trying to get the lies out very fast because they know when we come out with the movie Microphone Check, that's going to shut the lies down. You had Dr. Cologne. He had Joe Conzo on. And, Joe Conzo is out here trying to make the rounds because he's upset about the film. I want y'all to hear something that Joe Conzo said about making money. Hold on. Listen, let me play something what Joe Conzo said. Hold on 1 second. All right, this is Joe Conzo. Joe Conzo admitted something very interesting. Listen, hold on.
Why now? Because we're celebrating this so-called 50th anniversary. And let me put it out there to be totally transparent. Have I been getting paid this last year? You damn skippy I have.
Yep.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Yep.
Because I have some of the earliest images, okay, of the culture.
Right.
But I have the most phenomenal relationship with everybody that I've ever taken pictures of.
Okay. So when he says he's making money, he ain't making money off the pictures. All right? He ain't really making money off the pictures this year. What he's talking about, I think he's making money by doing appearances. That's how he's making money. He's making money off doing appearances. See, they bring Joe Conzo on these panels. He's on a lot of these panels as a hip hop pioneer. That's what he's talking about. And that's the problem. See, that's the problem I have. We got real pioneers who created this culture of hip hop who's not getting on these panels. Instead of getting the foundational Black American creators, every time they do a damn hip hop panel, they got Joe Conzo and Crazy Legs. These aren't pioneers. And he's letting you know they're paying these guys for a lot of these panels, these appearances. They're getting paid for this. This is why they keep talking about Latino and Black, because the Latinos, when the money comes, they got their hands out. They're getting money. That's why the Latinos are so upset about this film. They know when this film comes out, some of that little money is going to dry up. All their little finesse, that little finesse is going to dry up. That's why they're so mad because of the movie. I'm telling y'all, they've been getting paid. They've been getting paid off that lie. You go to hip-hop radio stations, there's a bunch of Hispanics working there. Promoters, concert promoters, they got a bunch of Hispanic people in there, and their justification, well, we created it too. Well, damn, where are the Black people? No, enough of that. I want to see the foundational Black American creators get their shine. I want to see the Debbie D's and people like that get their shine. Debbie D, phenomenal historian and an early pioneer, female pioneer in hip hop. I want to see Trixie and Sosa, the original B-boys, get what they're supposed to get. I want to see even DJ Hollywood. And the thing is, because there's a lot of internal things going on within the pioneer hip-hop community that people are kind of still going back and forth about. Because, see, one of the things is a lot of people, with DJ Hollywood, who was basically the first rapper who rhymed over records in hip hop. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes with Hollywood's place in it, and I think Hollywood's place is very much needed in hip hop because, see, at the time in the 70s, Hollywood was getting money, and Hollywood was playing to the older crowd, even though he was rhyming, and a lot of people got their rhyme style from Hollywood. All right? Hollywood influenced everybody, DJ Hollywood. But the thing is, because Hollywood was making so much money as a young guy, when some of the guys, the breakdancers wanted to come to some of those clubs Hollywood was in, Hollywood was like, oh, no, don't come in here with that shit. No. Because Hollywood was from Harlem. Harlem dudes is about money. You think? So they're like, well, Hollywood distanced himself from the organic hip-hop crowd, and no, he ain't. No, Hollywood is hip-hop, because if you say Hollywood isn't hip-hop like the other cats, well, would you say the Sugar Hill Gang and Rapper's Delight is not hip-hop? Because people look at that as the first hip-hop rap record. All right? They say that's the first rap record in hip-hop, which it is. And understand, the song Rapper's Delight was done in the style of DJ Hollywood. Let's be real clear. This is the thing. See, we got to get some straightening going on within the culture behind the closed doors. With the song Rapper's Delight, Rapper's Delight was using Hollywood style of rhyming. Rhyming over a disco record, rhyming over good times. All right? The Sugar Hill Gang sounded just like Hollywood sounded. That's what Hollywood would do. Hollywood would rhyme over current records, disco records. He would rhyme and flow. That's what the Sugar Hill Gang's record was, because that was more, it catered to the streets, and it catered to the older crowd and to the radio crowd. So that's why a record like Rapper's Delight was the perfect record to kick off the hip-hop on wax crave. That was the perfect record, because when the older people heard, oh yeah, I like that song. I like, that's chic, good times. Also, the voice that Master G and Wonder Mike was using, it was that radio DJ voice that Hollywood was using, that they got from a dude named Hank Spann, who was a DJ out there in New York. So that was something that a lot of black people were used to on the radio. So that ushered in hip hop from the streets to records in a perfect way. Yeah? So yeah, Hollywood has his place in hip hop. We got to give our props to Hollywood. Hollywood, and I speak with Hollywood all the time. Yeah, we got to put his proper space, put him in the proper perspective of hip hop. Also, Grandmaster Flowers. We got to put him in the proper space. He was doing the mixing two records and extending them first before a lot of people. People try to play him off and he's just a disco DJ. Flowers was doing his thing before disco. The first disco record was 1972. Flowers was playing in the late 60s. He was playing funk records, James Brown. That was hip hop. You see? We got to put all of this stuff in perspective. We got to put it all in perspective. The real date for hip hop, we're looking at the late 60s. Yeah? We're looking at the late 60s. Most likely 69 was the real year when everything came together with all the elements for hip hop. That includes the knowledge. When you want to go into the knowledge stage of what hip hop is, that came really in 1969. See, the graffiti was there, 67. The what would become breakdancing, the floor moves. And understand this, when we talk about b-boying, we're talking about just street dancing. Street dancing as we know it started in 67 with the funk records. Street dancing comes out of the James Brown Boogaloo style dances. That comes in 67. So all of the pop, lock, and floor moves, the snake, and all of these street dances comes with funk records. 67. Okay? The funk was there. All right? The graffiti was there. We were already rapping. All right? By 69, Pigmeat had 2 records where he was rapping over the records. We were using the word rap. Also, 69, that's when we got the knowledge aspect of it, which were the 5%ers. The 5%ers were rising up 69. All right? A lot of young cats were in the 5%ers. If you look at hip hop and the 5%ers, a lot of the slang associated with hip hop came from the 5%ers. Show and Prove, that came from the 5%ers. The B-Boy Stand came from the 5%ers. The Cypher came from the 5%ers. You understand? A lot of the language, even the term word, when you say, hey, word, that comes from the 5%ers. Word is bond. That's from the 5%ers. You understand? Which came out of the Nation of Islam. The teachings of Elijah Muhammad. See, we got to put that knowledge in there. So that knowledge came through 69. All of this stuff is coming together around 69. Hip hop started earlier. It just kind of got to go under one roof under Kool Herc. Yeah? You dig? So we got to put all of this stuff in perspective. We got to put all of this stuff in perspective. Yeah? So hip hop, it really started late 60s. All of the elements were there, just didn't have a whole name to it. It started to get more refined as the 70s went on. But we're talking all of this stuff is foundational Black American culture. All of it. All right? We created all of it. But now they keep trying to move hip hop to the late 70s so that they can find one or two Latinos to latch onto it. Now they've been lying out there in New York. Now I knew they were going to try to move the lie out here. There's a brother on YouTube. We got a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. There's a brother I want y'all to follow on YouTube. This brother has a channel called Truth Savior. All right? This brother, he's a musician, I think. And this brother does rebuttal videos debunking a lot of the Latinos. This brother is so meticulous with debunking these people. He has a whole channel debunking the Colognes and all the other Latinos and all of their music lies. He breaks their stuff down to a science. He breaks their lies down. All right? He had a video up, and I want to play. There's a dude out here on the West Coast who's now trying to pull a West Coast version of what Derek Colon is doing. So y'all already follow that brother? Yeah, Truth Savior. This brother's the truth. This brother breaks these liars down to a science. So now you got somebody out here on the West Coast trying to do the same type of lies for West Coast hip hop now. Hold on, listen to this. So this is Brother Truth Sayer's channel, all right? He called it West Coast Latinos Revisionist History on Hip Hop. All right, let me play this. Hold on.
Hip hop culture in the greater LA area was produced in such a way that allowed space for Latinos to be a part of that process. Now,
okay, as listeners to it, yeah.
This, of course, is a cultural movement primarily spearheaded by Black artists and largely connected to Afro-diasporic cultures.
No, hold on. Let me stop right here. As a West Coast person, hold on. It wasn't primary. The West Coast hip hop wasn't started primarily by foundational Black Americans. It was started entirely by us. Primarily? No, you mean entirely. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on.
Going back for generations. So hip hop is an expression of an ongoing confluence of Afro-diasporic cultures. And yet, Latinos enter into the picture. Of course, outside of my research, well, I wouldn't say outside. I mean, I'm doing some research on what others have done already, like in New York City, for example.
Oh, well, I'm learning from the lies in New York.
But what I'm looking at is on the West Coast.
Okay.
The original research I'm doing is more focused on the West Coast.
Okay.
And how Latinos on the West Coast began to engage and participate and co-create within the hip hop space.
What? He's trying to say Mexicans co-created West Coast hip hop? Where? Where are my West Coast people? Now, I know we got a lot of West Coast people in here. Where are my West Coast people? Nigga, how you gonna get that lie off? Boy, I'm interested to see how you gonna even make that lie connect. Co-create? How in the world can you make that lie connect, dude? And when it's extremely well documented. See, New York, it's different because there wasn't radio playing a lot of the stuff, and there weren't pictures in the early and mid 70s. So New York, a lot of people are getting their lies in because a lot of it wasn't documented for about 4 or 5 years early on. It wasn't documented. Everything out here was documented. I'm interested to see how the lie is gonna play out. What kind of lie is that? What Mexicans helped us create hip hop on the West Coast? Who? Okay, let me play a little bit more. Lord, what kind of lie is that? Hold on.
What you talking about? What? Arena of cultural production, namely hip hop culture. And so I'm looking at how hip hop culture in the greater LA area was produced in such a way that allowed space.
Okay, so same. Who? Family. Family. Now, if you go down to Hidden History Museum, we have a whole shrine, a section about West Coast hip hop history. So we got that covered already. So I was waiting on them to try this. So I was going to do a West Coast documentary first, but I saw so much stuff going on with the hip hop on the East Coast. I said, we got to get that straight. Man, I want to know how they're going to play this lie that they co-created West Coast hip hop. How in the world are you going to... I'm dying just to hear the lie. You know it's a lie, but you just want to hear it anyway. I want to hear this one. Dude, we already got a whole breakdown of West Coast history going down to the Wrecking Crew, Uncle Jam's Army, dude, LA Dream Team, Toddy T, King T, dude, the LA Posse, Captain Rap. Dude, we got this stuff so well documented. I don't know where this lie... I already know who they're going to try to use. The only people they're going to try to use is Kid Frost. Kid Frost was an early Hispanic rapper, mid-'80s, who got put on by Ice-T and those dudes. Crazy D. I already know where they're going to go. Let me tell you where they're going to go. They're going to go with Kid, I just said his name. Kid Frost, Crazy D, who was on the cover of NWA and the Posse. All right, he did a record on that compilation album. He did like a song with them. They got the one Mexican dude. If you go look at NWA and the Posse, they got Candyman on there. They got Cube, Ren, Easy, Dre, I think DJ Train. They got my boy Scratch on there, DJ Scratch. And they got the one Mexican dude, Crazy D. So they're going to use him. Then I'm telling you where they're going to go. Then they're going to use Mellow Man Ace, who came later. Then Cypress Hill. They're going to go, then A Lighter Shade of Brown. Yeah, I already know where they're going to go. Yeah, then they're going to go to the K-Day Mixmasters, Julio G. I already know, because I already know who they're going to go to. I'm telling y'all who they're going to go to. Julio G, who was on K-Day. All right. Yeah. I already know where they're going to go. And it's all lies. They came later and they didn't create anything. Yeah. This is why, family, it's so very important that we stay on our square and get our history out here, because these people are going to lie to the end. They're going to keep on lying to the end, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to have to stop the lies and clean the lies up, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to let these people push these lies out here. We're not going to let it happen. So everybody needs to get involved. What's 7,000 people in here? We got a lot of folks in here. We got 7,000 people in here. Everybody get involved with the film Microphone Check. You can go to microphonecheck.com, or right below, we got the Kickstarter link, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody hit that Kickstarter link. Let's put something on it now. We're almost at 100K. We're at 96K right now. We're doing great, ladies and gentlemen. We have 12 days to go to reach 180. So this is where we are now, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, man, I cannot emphasize how important it is to get this knowledge out here. These folks are doubling down on the lies that they're putting out. We have to counter these lies, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. Everybody, again, go to the Kickstarter link and get involved with this film. Get your name in the film. Get your name a part of this historic piece. This is one for the record books right here, ladies and gentlemen. You can be involved. Your names can actually be in this film. So get involved, ladies and gentlemen. Microphonecheck.com or the Kickstarter link, guys. You guys have a phenomenal night. Puppy Akutan.